Good evening, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. My hair is a mess. It is about, honestly, I think it only got up to being like 75 today. Tomorrow's supposed to be 82 as a high. So it's supposed to be starting to get hot, guys. Like, we're finally getting into summer weather. I am in shorts and a tank top and I am hot. And I want to go take a nice cool shower and get to bed. I got to a ton of stuff today. I did dishes. I did like 2 or 3 loads of laundry, I think, today. Plus, I also washed the laundry. No, I washed the washing machine. Which also doesn't sound much better. Like, I ran it through like a clean cycle with some cleaner in it. And so you're supposed to do that like once a month, honestly. It was probably a couple years after we bought it that I finally learned that. And I've done it probably about 3 times since, and that was maybe a couple months ago. So I haven't been really good about doing it every single month, but have been doing it more frequently recently. Now that I know that that's a thing you're supposed to do. And so the thing is that's sort of weird is that other than like the Tide, like I know there's Tide washing machine cleaner, I have not seen a whole lot of either like advertisements for it or just like in like generally in the store. Like, I didn't know that that was like a thing that like a lot of people like, you know, like bought to wash their washing machine out. But you can definitely tell when it gets washed compared to when it isn't. And like on top of that too, your dishwasher, like your dishwasher gets crummy too, and like you have to wash that too. But like I know that there is, I don't know, there's some type of like, I don't know what brand it is, but there is something that I know you think you can put, you just run the dishwasher like normally with no dishes in there. I've done homemade stuff before, but you can do it, I think there is a brand that like sells it or whatever, and you put it in the little, like what's that called? The, like detergents thing. And so, you know, and then it cleans it out. But I've always done it with like, I think you can do it with like vinegar and like baking soda or something like that. And you do like, I think maybe you sprinkle the baking soda in the dishwasher. I don't know, guys. It's been a while since I've actually done it. That's probably something else that has to be done on a regular basis. But the thing is that like we dirty dishes so quickly. It's like I have to do a load normally every day. And if not every day, every other day. Like, it is rare that I can go 3 days without having to do a load of dishes. That's maybe if we've gotten more takeout, or I'm just really lazy and we just have the dishes really piled up for 3 days. But like I was saying, for the most part, that's like, you know, an everyday. So like you don't have a day where like you can wash it, you know, like a day where you're like, oh, okay, there's all the dishes are clean and put away, you know, like now I can just, you know, clean the dishwasher or clean the washing machine. But I was waiting on my dad to take care of my parents' laundry basket that sits in the laundry room, honestly, for sometimes a week at a time, full of clean clothes, and they just won't take care of it. And I'm like, honestly, it's still sitting in here. Like, it's been, like, I filled it up on Monday of last week. It sat there until Friday when they left for vacation. And then immediately once they left for vacation, I did like 2 loads of laundry and it was full again. Actually, I think I did 1 load of laundry and it was full again. And so, because most of the stuff that I wash is like, honestly, theirs. Like, I don't know why Matthew, me, and Jack really do not go through clothing as fast as my parents do. Like, I understand, like, my dad has like work clothes and then he has like home clothes, but then sometimes too he'll have like 3 different outfits. He has like work clothes, then even on the weekends too he might also have like workout clothes, then home clothes, and sometimes he might also have like chore clothes too. And so my dad can wind up changing his clothes honestly multiple times a day. My mom sometimes does that too. With my mom, it's more that clothes that are clean just wind up on the floor and then get dirty again. And that used to be a big thing with Matthew and Jack, but since it hasn't been a problem recently, they actually hardly have any dirty clothes. Like, I can get their stuff done in no time. Like, I had Matthew's laundry basket and it was done. I finished it already. My parents, though, has been full for like forever, because again, though, too, as soon as their basket's full of stuff, they don't wind up, you know, like, it takes them forever to actually take the clean clothes out of the laundry room. And then I'm sitting there waiting, like, I'm not gonna run another load if the stuff's gonna sit in the washing machine. I'm gonna have to rerun the washing machine because the stuff's been sitting in there for so long. So, anyways, yeah, I got to the washing machine, washed the washing machine, and did dishes today. Like I said, did, I think, either 2 or 3 loads of laundry. And then also edited or uploaded the 2 vlogs that I edited yesterday, and edited another 2 today. The other one is actually saving right now. Trying to think what else I ended up doing, guys. I don't know. I did get my sales papers today too, which I have to go through. Me and my mom were also talking about and went over our plan of, now it is finally warm and will most likely, normally by Memorial Day we are safe to plant things outside with no frost warning, you know, or anything like that. And you know, like, even last week there were still like frost warnings and stuff like that, so we knew that this week was finally supposed to be warm, and since we are close enough to Memorial Day, we're probably safe. It doesn't look like it's supposed to get bad. The next 2 weeks out look like it's still supposed to be nice. We can get all of the stuff that we've been growing inside finally planted out in the vegetable garden beds, but also too, we've got a bunch of seeds that are like for flowers, like marigolds, and I'm trying to think, maybe we have zinnias and a handful of other things possibly. But we have all of those plants that are, you know, outside, or that we can, all of those seeds that we can plant. But on top of that too, we're also going over all the different types of plants that we need for our potted plants. Like, we normally wind up doing perennials? No, annuals? I don't know. I always screw it up. The ones that only come back once a year, or they don't come back at all. Basically, you buy them at the greenhouse, and then, you know, you plant them, and then they will not come back the following year. Whatever those are called. I don't know why. I feel like it's perennials, but I always want to be like, oh no, wait, it's annuals, because to me, annuals, see, I think annuals, they come back annually, but for some reason I always screw that up, and I'm like, wait, no, that means that they only are like around for 1 year, one single annual year. I don't know, I just get confused with that. Anyways, but we have 2 window boxes, the one in the front of the house, and then we have one that is on the back garage window that needs plants. And then we've also got 2 potted plants in the front yard where our bird feeders are. And then the back, the 4 big ones in the back that we built the bird sanctuary sort of thing into, those ones we're all doing morning glories and moonflowers, because we have all that lattice there, so it's gonna grow on there and be all pretty and all that kind of stuff. And most of my mom planted the seeds for most of those already. She did some from seed, some directly seeded, and then also some of the ones that we planted last year should come back. Like, I think they're not supposed to, but I've had one section where I did them 1 year. They have come back every single year afterwards. And I was pretty sure that they are the single year plants, where they're only supposed to, at least the kind that I planted said, pretty sure it said only 1 year. But sometimes some of that stuff does, it just continuously transplants or seeds, and then, you know, reseeds itself every year too. I've had the same thing with the lettuce. The spinach didn't come back this year, but the lettuce, I had 2 types of lettuce planted 2 years ago. It has seeded and came back now for the second year. I think I planted the first year, it came back last year, came back again this year. So this is now the 3rd year, but the 2nd year that it has reseeded itself. Like, I think maybe I put some out there again last year, but it was after the fact. Like, it had already started growing, I think, or maybe I didn't do any lettuce at all, but it just came back. And it is back in the flower beds again this year, so we already have lettuce for this year. And we didn't even have to plant anything, and it doesn't matter because lettuce likes the cold. So the fact that, you know, it's been frozen over and we've had frost and stuff like that isn't a big deal to lettuce or like kale or spinach or anything like that. They actually like that kind of stuff. So a lot of the other plants though, they don't. So that's why we have to be careful about what goes outside and what doesn't go outside. So like I was saying though, we have those ones in the back. Those 4 ones we're just planting and I've already sort of taken care of those. But then we also have spots for 7 hanging baskets all around the whole house. We have 4 shepherd's hooks in total, and then we've got 1 hook on the front porch and then 2 in the back. And we also have a fern that my mom already bought, but is actually in the backyard right now hanging on the well, it was in the front yard, but it was getting way too much direct sunlight and they like the shade, and so it was a little crispy on one side. I'm hoping that it's enough to save it and it will still wind up making it. Like the other side actually looks still pretty good, but it looks, like I said, a little bit sad. So we actually hung it underneath sort of the deck because again, it is a shade plant. It likes the shade, and where it was, we thought was, my mom I think thought was shady enough, but it's actually because of where the sunlight comes in. It was getting, like I said, all kinds of crispy underneath our front like stoop sort of, it's not a porch or patio, but like the front, the little like awning thing that's out in the front. And so yeah, it was not looking so hot. But yeah, anyways, that I put actually on a hook that we had extras of. How we were going to do the bird sanctuary last year, we had extras of these like sort of like S-hooks, giant S-hooks for like hanging or extending like a plant or bird feeder or something like that. But it actually fit on one of like the rafters sort of on the deck, and so I just hung it on there so it was it's underneath the covered deck, so it's not getting direct sunlight anymore, and hopefully it will come back and be okay. So that's there, but we have, like I said, in total 7 different places where we can do hanging baskets. We have 4 of them already that we can do, like, you know, instead of buying hanging plants, which are expensive, we can just do like regular potted plants, plant them ourselves in the baskets, and then hang them around wherever we want them to be hanging. On the different, like I said, we have 2 shepherd's hooks in the front that also have bird feeders on them because they're double shepherd's hooks. 1 on the side of the house, and then 1 in the back, and then 2 on the deck in the back, and then 1 on the front. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff though. We went over the whole list of all that we need to get as well. So I don't know, one day we're gonna go to Menards probably. I think my mom has a doctor's appointment though tomorrow, and I think maybe on Wednesday or maybe on Thursday we don't have anything going on, so we can get the stuff taken care of that we need to, and get all of that in so that it is in earlier this year. But I just saw my time is running out on my SD card. I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough time to end this.